Do you ever just feel like the mirror is plotting against you? Like the mirror has a personal vendetta against you. Like you're looking at yourself in the mirror and you're thinking, okay, not bad. But then all of a sudden you catch an angle and you're like, yeah, me too. For some of us, these are just like, days. And then there are others who it's not just days for them, it's every day. Literally every day. And this is where body dysmorphia comes in. Now, before we go into what body dysmorphia is, before we go into all the nitty-gritty and all the details of what body dysmorphia is, here's a little story. Spoiler alert, it's a monochromatic symphony of dark colors, okay? Why? Because I feel safer. I feel safer blending in than standing out in bright colors. Bright colors are great, yeah, but they might as well come with a sign that says, everyone look at me, I'm standing here.
Get me now, get me now.
At least that's how I feel. In public spaces, I always feel too thin. Now, wearing black colors or dark colors is not just about preference. It's also about feeling like my body isn't enough. Or there's something wrong with my body. If it's too much, it's wrong, it's not correctly proportioned. Crazy thing is, half the time, no one is analyzing me. No one is seeing the things that I see. No one is analyzing all the things that I'm analyzing. No one is saying all the things that I'm saying. So even though I know there's really no one analyzing me, half the time it's me just analyzing myself. It's very difficult for me to shut down that inner voice that's always at full volume. So what's body dysmorphia? Let's just call it BBD for short. BBD, which stands for Body Dysmorphia Disorder. Body dysmorphia is not just about it's not just about you not pleased with yourself or analyzing yourself or being your own, when it comes to your body, being the biggest critic and saying things that no one else says. Body dysmorphia is perceived flaws about yourself. Emphasis on the word perceived because half the time the flaws are not noticeable. The other half, the flaws are not even there. It's like having a magnifying glass glued to your brain that zooms in every tiny detail that you wish you could erase from yourself. And spoiler alert, it just doesn't go away because somebody says, oh, stop worrying, you look fine. It's a silent struggle. Every day you wake up, you're trying to figure out how to make peace with yourself and the image you see in the mirror. Now, if any of the things that I've spoken about feels familiar to you, I'm sorry to break it to you, but you have body dysmorphia. Many of us are walking around with this mental disorder. Now, as someone who struggles with body dysmorphia, who has struggled with body dysmorphia since my teenage, I've got some points that could help you.
Oh my God!
Number one, talk about it to your friends, to yourself, most importantly to yourself. And talk about it to yourself out loud, or you can write it down in a journal. Getting the thoughts out of your head can help feel like a small release. Point number two, practice self-kindness. Half the time we give a lot of kindness to other people, but we don't remember that we are deserving of that kindness, first of all, before anybody else. So be kind to yourself. You see your body, it does so much for you. So much. It does so much for you. The least you can do is appreciate it the way it is. It's tough. It's really tough to practice self-kindness, but it's a game changer. Some days, pat yourself on the back and say, hey, you're doing amazing. Number three, challenge the thoughts. When that inner critic voice starts, you need to calm down. You need to breathe and ask yourself, is this really true? Or is it just fear talking? At the end of the day, body dysmorphia isn't who I am. Body dysmorphia isn't who you are. It's something that we live with. But we don't have to let it become us. It's a silent struggle. But the more we talk about it, the less isolated we feel. The less power we give to it. So here's to brighter days, self-acceptance, and even brighter colors in our wardrobe. Cheers.
How many times they go tell the person? They know they pay to they learn the lesson. Shama ya me dey there, and they survive anytime we did it.